Good evening and welcome to another edition of Ogun State Weekly. I am Bisi Adebayo.
And I am Henry Ogunjimi.
3 years plus into the current administration in Ogun State, the Senator Ibikule Amosu-led team is putting itself up for assessment by the people of the state across all its 20 local government areas.
This the state government has started achieving following the kickoff of a performance assessment tour of the state on Tuesday, September 16, 2014. The feedbacks from 4 local government areas visited in the course of the week would be our focus on today's edition.
We'll take a quick break now, and when we return, we'll take you straight to Imekwa for local government area in Ogun West Senatorial District, where it all started.
The arrival of Governor Ibikule Amosu at Imekwa local government area of Ogun State is received with genuine excitement as the community rolled out the drums to welcome him. This visit is designed to feel firsthand the pulse of residents of the local government area on government policies and programs. The carnival-like mood speaks volume about their satisfaction.
And you can see the support, you can see everybody. It's our governor, it's our man, and he's performing. What else do we want?
I think it will go down in the history, in the annals of Ogun State as an administration of unprecedented infrastructural development.
With a large turnout which included the leaders of the communities, reminiscent of a political campaign, Governor Amosu insists the visit isn't for campaign purposes.
We are not here for party politics, no. Even though you could see so many of our people, if we are campaigning, I will be here campaigning too. I need the vote of our people. But I'm sure very soon INEC will lift the ban on politicking and we will come to campaign here.
The assessment tour of the local government is expected to extend to the other 20 local government areas across the 3 senatorial districts of the state.
Amosu kan ṣe fún wa a dẹ̀ ń gbàdúrà pé ìbò 2015 no comment no comment.
Welcome back. On the second day, the governor and his cabinet, as well as civil servants, moved to the Ogun Central Senatorial District, specifically in Odeda local government area, in continuation of the assessment tour. There, the people used the opportunity to pour out their feelings. designed with a purpose of feeling the pulse of the people as regards government's performance. The signal that the tour would be a busy one came early in the journey as different groups of people began intercepting the convoy of Governor Amosun at intervals from Obantoko axis of Abeokuta-Ibadan Road to the center of Odeda local government area of the state. When it was time for stock taking, the people of the local government identified what they have benefited from the government.
We have about many projects which has been constructed within the local government. Health center at Odeda here, Odeda market, schools in various places. When you go to, when you are going to Abeokuta from Oshiele, you see that there are a lot of bottleneck, but we've been able to divert these people to other sides, to Bode Olude Road, Obantoko OGTV Road, just to lessen the traffic on that road. By the grace of God, when it starts the second section, we'll be able to satisfy every aspect of the people.
Places that have those schools, they have started building schools. And our mechanized farm has improved a lot. We thank him for the health centers he has built around, and for the roads he's doing, and we believe in him because everything he has promised he has brought to the community.
First of all, it's not about what I will benefit from the administration, but what the people of Ogun State will benefit from the administration. But in the process, I have personally benefited, and I will explain why. You see, the road network that is being done around Abeokuta happened to have affected my office. Part of my office fence had to be demolished, but it has enhanced the value of properties in Ogun State and has now properly made Ogun State, as development in the urban area, has made Ogun State, one, an investment place of destination choice of destination. Two, the security in Ogun State. You will see that people now sleep with their two eyes closed now in Ogun State. Now, thirdly, we know that this is a governor who, when he promises, he delivers.
I am most excited about education. I was born in this rural area. I had my primary school in this rural area. I had my secondary school in this rural area before I proceeded abroad and to the University of Lagos. What excites me most is that I have been a beneficiary of our free education program. I have benefited from Bison Obanjo free education program, and that gave me a passport to sit and dine and be part of those who make this one for Ogun State. What excites me most is that the free education program of this government has opened up opportunities for children in the rural areas. Guess what? Children of this local government, they compete nationally and internationally. They come tops in nationally moderated exam, West Africa Examination Council programs. They come tops in mathematical competitions, mathematical Olympiad. They come tops when it comes to sport, extracurricular activities. In fact, every year that the wife of the governor has done a program to take the best students in the state. Other citizens are featured prominently. For me, roads is good, hospital fine, but what is most important is that you can look back and see a generation of people coming. That one day one of them will speak, will even be greater than me. One day one of them will be a governor. One day one of them will be able to lift his people back in the rural communities. Once, so if I talk about education, it's the most exciting. So of course we see the rural roads. Of course when you're coming here, you see the greenhouse where we are doing some experiment with vegetables, with the tomatoes, and the products from here are being sold, even in government office on a Friday as Friday market. When it goes 1 kilometer down the line, you will see cocoa seedlings that have been produced by this government to give the farmers free of charge. Remember the cocoa house of this world, the University of Ife, the Western Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, all of the force, the cocoa house, all of those force that Western region recorded were recorded from the proceeds from cocoa. So this government has recognized that let's put cocoa back in the hands of the people. Let people go back to farms. This is the greatest empowerment can give to anybody. In 2-3 years, these improved citizens will start giving them fruit. When they sell that and they make money, their standard of living improves, and then secondly, they are also able to take care of the next generation, their children.
They also called the attention of government to some projects that they believe will complement what has been done.
We want the government to rehabilitate our Kweji Road, Alagbagba Road, and Orile Lugun to Olokemeji roads. Those are the three principal ones. Others can be looked into later, but these three will help the rural farmers and rural dwellers, will enhance their businesses because they cannot come to Abeokuta. They have no business in Abeokuta once things are happening around here, and they can earn their own living.
Responding to their demands and commendations in Yoruba language, Governor Amosu insists that the rebuilding mission will get to every corners of the state. Meanwhile, the assessment tour continues with visits to other parts of the state slated for the rest of the week.
In no particular order, the team on day 3 was at Abigi and Iwokwe communities in the Ogun Waterside local government area, Ogun East Senatorial District. Now, after the recommendations of the rebuilding mission, the people demanded the construction of some roads that will aid their existence.
On the third day of the tour, the people of Ogun Waterside converged on Abigi and Iwokwe to appreciate the governor for a job well done.
The governor has done fantastically well. He has reached in all the nooks and crannies of this state. He's building fantastic infrastructure that's going to outlive me and children yet unborn. The governor himself has ensured that new hospitals are built, new health centers, new schools. Basically, I think he's done a fantastic job. In fact, not just fantastic job, he's done quality work that people are going to be very, very proud of. And it's not going to take him 3-4 years to do it. It's going to take him 8 years to do it. We want him to come back and finish his job. One of the things I'm interested in, as far as Ogun Waterside is concerned, is that we have one of the deepest ports, seaports, that you can find in Africa, in this part of the country. We have oil offshore in this country, in this part of the Ogun East. We have a good terrain in which we can actually have economic development, where thousands and thousands of people can be employed.
We are just pleading that he should come and do our roads too. We've been seeing all roads over, we've been seeing everything he has been doing, but we want him to come to our place too, to come and do the roads for us.
Let me be frank with you. 2003 to 2011, I was a principal officer of Ogun State government. And I want to tell you, for 8 years, what we were able to achieve is far below what Ibikunle Amosu has been able to do in about 3 years. And that is why you find that a lot of people are clamoring for his return for second time, so that this beautiful job, this mission to rebuild Ogun State, will not only be completed, a very strong foundation for the future will have been laid. And I want to tell you, I am very proud. I walk tall, because in about 4 or 5 years ago, I wouldn't be addressing the press like this because of insecurity, threat to my person, threat to property, and of course, threat to my colleagues in the G15. And but for God and for SIA, Ogun State people will have been in bondage by now. I want him to make sure that by the time he will be leaving in 2019, he actualizes that Ogun State becomes oil-producing state. And I'm sure he's working very, very hard in that direction.
I'm encouraged by what
I see our governor in Ogun State doing in terms of the kind of infrastructure that is putting on the ground. And I'm also more impelled by what I see around us. Let me start from my town, Ijebode. The governor has put on the ground there something that I never imagined will ever happen in my lifetime. An infrastructure that to me, I've traveled to many parts of the world, and I can say by the standard of my town and my state, something that I perceive to be breathtaking, that I said I never imagined anybody could do. We've had governors before in this state, and he has done something that nobody else has ever done. So I'm very encouraged by what he has done. I'm very, very much impressed, and I can only wish that a man that has done so well. When you also go to Shagamu, a major road there has been modernized, and he has done so well to me that, because of what he has done, people say a good turn only deserves another one. The governor deserves, in fact, in a normal society, our governor should not be seen on the podium campaigning. It should be an automatic thing because he has done very well, and he should be encouraged. He should get an automatic ticket, and there are people in this state should elect him massively.
In terms of our school, buying of textbooks, the building of schools, we noticed that one here. The only problem we have here is no light.
He said he's doing a good standard. What he's doing is a standard job. Since I'm here, this is my first time to see the flyover and other things. If you watch most of his work, the construction are standard. He's doing very well.
This is the first time in this decade that we are seeing what democracy is all about. We are seeing the governor that knows that the sense in being in government is for service delivery. And that is what is paramount and what every elected person should do in our country. You have seen how he has transformed the facets and of every aspect of our ruling in Ogun State. Precisely in Ogun State, we feel it's important. We know if we give him another chance to do it better, all those things we now spread to all the nooks and corners of the state. Look at it. Look at the roads. We were told by past governments that it's not possible to construct road in Abeokuta, that you can never see overhead bridge in Abeokuta. See what he has done. It's just like a miracle, but the man is focused. He knows what he's doing. That's why he's able to do that. I'm imploring people to let him do more. If he do more, we will have the impact here. See, he has empowered people. What do we want more?
Governor Ibikunle Amosun emphasized the importance of the actualization of the Olokola Free Trade Zone project to the socio-economic development of the communities, the state, and Nigeria, and revealed how the state government is working with relevant individuals and organizations to correct the anomalies that has hindered the actualization of the project.
There is no sincerity of purpose. That was why Olokola stopped. The Aliko Dangote is alive. They collected money from him. Since 2007, they collected the money. We cannot even trace the money. We didn't find it in the government coffers. They've stolen the money. When I came, he said he wanted to do something. He's angry. He has taken it to Edo. And I said, well, there's nothing we can do if you said you want to take your project to Edo. But for us as governor, if truly you have paid them, even if we cannot even trace the money, it will be to our interest to allow you to still come and do what you wanted to do. So because of that, we wrote him, indeed, that land that he has paid for since 2007, we cannot even trace the money to Ogun State purse. I put my foot down, but Aliko Dangote said we are rather slow and that he want the thing quick, and I said no. Some people have been there for ages. You've bought this shareholding, 51%. There's no way we can now allow again, for me, without doing the due diligence, how you can take everything. No, it's not possible. What about our people? How do I explain it that during our own time, this happened? I am not going to be like them. I explain myself clearly. But let me put this on record. Alhaji Aliko Dangote told me, we still met maybe last week, and he told me that he's doing everything humanly possible to make sure that the gas, we've written to Mr. President, he too have written, that the gas that is coming from, I think, Ibom or something, the gas must necessarily pass through Olokola before even it gets to Lagos. Is the reality that is on ground. I read international finance, and I know the importance of having investors to come and invest with us in Ogun State. And today, proudly, we have the largest base of industries in Nigeria. It is not by fluke, it is by hard work and being sincere with our people.
He also promised to construct the Ibiade, Agodo, Olukogba Road and Ayede Ayila roads out of those demanded by the community.
There can be no development if the infrastructures are not in place. I've said it, it's a covenant with me and my God. We must serve the good people of Ogun State. And I know that our local government, this local government is one local government that once we get it right, this local government alone can, it will be sufficient for all of us even in Ogun State. Really, it is. There are some natural resources that nobody can take away from here. Whatever we do, it is not about whether I like your face or I like this place or not. It must happen, and it will happen. Whatever we do, generations yet unborn will come to meet it. I know the enormous responsibility, the kind of things that is expected of a governor. You don't just come out and speak anyhow. We should respect that office. But try as much as we are trying to do, there are moments when truth must be told, when we must say it the way it is.
Curtains fell on the assessment tour for the week in Ishara, in Remo North's local government area of Ogun East Senatorial District, where reactions poured in from different strata of the society. Before breaking for the week, the performance assessment tour team sought feedbacks from the people of Ishara, Remo North's local government area of Ogun East Senatorial District. Various groups turned up to make their voices heard. For Governor Amosun, politicians have huge roles to play in developing the state and should not encourage violence because of their interest in positions.
Thank you. In the area of health, we have started. In the area of education, beside even the modern schools, beside all the schools that we are renovating, beside all of those, our teachers are being taken care of, infrastructure that we need, exercise books are being distributed, books per se, health books are being distributed. None of things like that we are doing. In the area of health, we have said it, we are doing modern medium-sized hospitals in all our federal constituencies. And thankfully, Remo North is going to have one of those hospitals. So in the area of security, you see what is done. Gone are those days when our people are being killed anyhow. And to our students, you have requested that you will want me to come to your school. Yes, I will find time, I will come to your school. You have requested for it, we will see what we can do about that. I want to advise that all of us as politicians, very soon we will start electioneering campaign. Please, we should be very peaceful. Nobody benefits from an atmosphere of violence. We can only advance, even in democracy, when we ensure that peace and harmony reign in all that we are doing. So whether you are APC or any other party, please make sure that we should not resort to violence.
The tour is expected to continue next week, where other local government areas will also score the performance of these elected officials.
Thanks for staying tuned. That's how much we can take today on the program.
Join us again same time next week for more on Ogun State Weekly. Bye for now.